And one thing I want to share that I really, really wish I could call on imams and specifically shuyukh and imams for help on this. And this is a big problem that I'm seeing across the board. And that is that when a woman is in a, for example, an abusive situation, and she goes to get out, and all she sees is closed doors. This is something we'll be held accountable for. Keeping women trapped, keeping women imprisoned in marriages because she goes to the husband and he won't give her the divorce. Then she goes to the imam and he won't give her the divorce. And so what happens is she gets sent back. And that is absolutely unjust. It isn't, and you know, this idea that everybody from every direction is keeping her trapped in the marriage. So what ends up happening from what I've observed over years is this is what ends up happening. So if the man won't give the divorce, he's the abuser, he's not going to give the divorce, say. Then she goes to the imam, and the imam won't give the divorce, and he says, go home, you know, work it out, have sabr, whatever, right? So now she's at the mercy of this man to either give her divorce on very unjust terms, which is oftentimes what happens, or she's just stuck until whatever happens. So this is a big issue where I hold imams and shuyukh responsible. Because if the man is being abusive, he's not going to give her a fair divorce. It's your job to do that. It's the job of the imam and the sheikh to give the fair divorce and the justice. And when he closes the door on the woman, because in his mind, he's thinking, I want to keep the family together, right? This is almost like this myopic type of tunnel vision. We just want to keep the family together by any means. But that's also toxic, because when you're keeping a family together in an abusive home, you're harming that family. You're not helping that family. And you're definitely harming that woman and her children. So I just ask that imams and shuyukh open beyond this, just keep the family together by any means type of mindset, because women are suffering from it. And I've seen this case again and again and again, where women are suffering because all the doors of the actual exit from the divorce or from the marriage are closed. She's actually being imprisoned within the marriage. And the other thing, and I want, inshallah, to get Shaykh to advise about this, is that sometimes even when people are getting khula, I feel like there's so much confusion about khula. So there's this idea. So khula is when the woman is initiating the divorce. However, there's this idea that even when the man is abusing the woman, that it would still be khula. And I think that needs to be clarified, because khula means that she returns the mahr, right? Like that's sort of one of the understandings of khula generally. So if he's abusing her and then he forces her also to give back the mahr to get the divorce, then that's unjust. So these are the types of things that I'm seeing that are being abused, and specifically around the concept of what is khula, when is it actually khula, and then what happens, and should she, when should she be returning the mahr and when should she not?